everybody, welcome to class for today. I was talking to a totally different screen that wasn't turned on. So for today's class, you're going to need a mat and you're going to need 2 sets of weights. A lighter weight that you can do things like kickbacks, around the world, and lateral raises with, and a heavier weight that you can do a chest press and a row with. So I'll give you a chance to grab those weights now. And if you haven't read the description already, each of these weight sections, we're going to go through one round, but they're 2 minutes at a time. So we're going to be doing something a little slower, a little bit more controlled. 2 minutes is a very long time. So 2 pairs of weights, if you have weights, and then something to lay down on, because we are going to be doing some chest presses and some pullovers and things like that. So we have 2 minutes of cardio and 2 minutes of weights per section. The 2 minutes of weight is all the way through. So if we're doing a chest press and a bridge, we're going that for 2 minutes, just taking breaks as we need to all the way through. For the cardio, that's not the case. We're going to do them in 30-second bursts. So it's going to be 30 seconds, takes 10 seconds, 30 seconds, takes 10 seconds, 4 times through. Some of the things we're doing right side and left side, some of the things we're not, but it gives you a chance to kind of take a second and then go back in full force. So it's not 2 minutes of cardio straight through. All right, so hopefully you have your water, hopefully you have your space, hopefully you have 2 sets of weights or something around that line. Maybe you have some bands, maybe you have some heavy water bottles or some sandbags or whatever you got. And if you want to meet and talk about that after class, let me know and I'd be glad to touch base with you. But we're going to get started, and we're going to get started with a little run place. So there is cardio in today's workout. I will give modifications to people that do not want to do a higher version of cardio today. But we'll get there when we get there. First, we got to warm it up. So we're just doing a little jog, nothing crazy. Really swinging those arms. The good part is, once we finish that 2 minutes of cardio and 2 minutes of weights, we are done with that for today's workout. And let's go a little bit to one side and a little bit to the other. A little bit to one side and a little bit to the other. Let's switch to butt kickers. When you start getting a little bit more warm, you can start being a little bit more dynamic and really kick those legs back. Slow it down, open up, come back. One more each side. Open up, wide leg. Lean one way, stay down, lean the other. Stay in the middle, drop an arm, hold it here. Switch it out. 2 more times, switch. And switch, and switch, and switch. Come on up, let's do some uppercuts, get that upper body warmed up. And punch to the front. If you're thinking about doing our resolution coach challenge, let us know. We're starting on Tuesday, so you have a couple more days to sign up. Elbows. Basically a way for yourself to be accountable for whatever your resolution is. Uppercuts one more time. Elbows one more time. And punches one more time. All right, jog in place. All right, I want you to continue jogging while I go through the first grouping of exercises. So for our cardio, we have skips. So your skips can either literally be like this, or they can be high. So you're gonna do 30 seconds right leg, 30 seconds left leg, 30 seconds right leg, 30 seconds left leg. Then you're gonna hop to the ground. You're gonna take your weights. You're gonna be in a bridge, so you're gonna lift your hips off the ground, and you're gonna do a chest press. And you're gonna do that chest press for 2 straight minutes. So I want you to have your weights that you're gonna use for your chest press handy, a mat if you're gonna use it for your chest press. And we're gonna start with those skips. We cool? Hope so. We're gonna get started. Turn my volume up. All right, let's start in 3, 2, 1. And you're skipping high or you're skipping low. Take that jump out if you don't want it. Get ready? Same thing, other leg. 2, 1. Back to side A. 3 seconds. And go. So there are how many? There are 6 total segments for today's class. Each one of them are 4 minutes of work. And second side, one more time, starting in 5 seconds. And go. Remember, you can always take that hop out. All right, take 10 seconds, come to the ground. Chest press in a bridge, and let's go. So, we're bringing our heart rate down here. We're going nice and slow and controlled. If you need to stop and take a rest, do so. If you need to stop and make an adjustment with your weight, or your body, or whatever it happens to be, do so. Everyone's weight they're picking is totally different, and their skill set on any particular day is totally different. You're about 45 seconds in. If you need to come down, rest. We have 54 seconds left. 20 seconds. Five.
Activity completed.
Okay, beautiful. Take a second, grab some water, and we are going to start round two. Round two is a high knee run. It can be high knees just up high, or it can be the full run. Your choice, with the idea is to get those knees up nice and high. 4 of those at 30 seconds a pop. Then we're gonna do a deadlift with a row. So you're gonna take your weights, you're gonna have a nice flat back, a little bit of a bend in the knees, you're gonna come down, you're gonna come up, you're gonna row back down. Deadlift, up, row, back down. That's the routine. Section 2. Get ready, get set. We're starting in 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And remember, high knees is the goal. If you can run and get high knees, awesome, do it. If your knees go below your hips, your belly button, while you're running, then I want you to stop running, and I want you to do what I'm doing, and really focus on getting those knees up high. And I'm sure if I had neighbors below, they'd be super mad at me right now. Now, if you do have neighbors below, you can always do it much slower and much more in control. But since I'm in the basement, I'm going full out. And rest. Same thing 2 more times. Go. If you have a mirror near you or a reflective surface, check. Are your knees coming the same height? Or literally just put your arm across. Are they hitting at the same ferocity? One more of those. Go. Remember, you never have to meet my pace. This is my pace. It could be yours, but it may not be. Less than 5 seconds. Okay. Dumbbell with the rows. Now, you can also do one arm at a time if you're like, I'm tired. Okay, so we're leaning forward, we're coming up, we're rowing up, and we're coming down. I have the ability of doing one arm and then the other arm. All depends on my weight that I'm lifting. Remember, our back is flat. We could have a bend in our knees. We're halfway through. You have a minute left. Thirty seconds. $15. And relax. Grab some water. All right, round 3. Single leg kicks. So I'd like you to stay up as much as you can for balance during that 30 seconds. If you need to tap down, of course. If you need to hold on for balance, of course. 30, 30, 30, 30. And then we have crossover behind with a lateral raise. Crossover behind and the lateral raise. So you can decide, do you want to do the lateral raise when you're in an isometric hold with your lunge? Do you want to do your lateral raise when you're standing up? Your choice. But first, we're going to do those balance arm kicks. So, get ready. 5 seconds. Pick a side, any side. This isn't necessarily a cardio move, but it does burn those legs out. 2, 1, relax. Get ready to go to the side. And go. And remember, one side is going to be easier. That's just how it works. Six seconds. 2, 1, rest. Back to side A. Go. Halfway. Make sure that knee stays up high. Don't let it drop. Last time through. Get ready and go. Halfway. Five seconds. 2, 1. Cross behind lunges, lateral raises. Get yourself ready. Cross behind, lateral raise. Or you can do the lateral raise when you're in your squat. Totally your decision. I think it also has to do with how much space you have. I'm a little tight with space, so I physically will bounce and hit less things if I do it in the middle. Make sure you're going down equal distances on your right and left side. You can touch the ground with your knee if you want. Just gently kiss it, but you don't have to. We are just halfway here. We have 1 more minute left. Remember, we're taking breaks when we need to take a break. We're changing the weight when we need to change the weight. You have 45 seconds left. Second, make sure you equal out your sides.
Activity completed.
All right, I'll give you a couple extra seconds to make sure your right and your left side are equal, because you never want to do that. There's already enough unbalance in people's bodies, you never want to add to it. Okay, so we've done 3. We have 3 more to go, so you're halfway there. Awesome. So, we're going to bump up the cardio a little bit. We have squat hops. So you're going to tap the ground and hop up like a little frog. Or, you're just going to squat up and down. One of the two. And then, for our weights, you're going to lay down on the ground. You're going to have a weight here. You're going to go up towards your feet and then drop the weight back behind your head with straight arms. If you need to drop the weight for core, you can't do the core, I'll let you know when 1 minute is up, and an option is you can do that core for a minute, and then those pullovers for a minute. If you don't want to keep on switching back and forth between holding the weight and not holding the weight, because that takes a lot of time. I totally get it. So first, we're going to do those squat hops. I'm just going to grab a tissue really quick. Okay, you ready? Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, and you can go as fast as you want here, or you can come up with a nice pace like I'm doing. And then rest. So 10 seconds is not a lot of rest. So if you need to do one with jumps and then do not one without jumps, that's totally fine. If you feel like you're getting dizzy, you can either take out the jumps or keep your hands up here so you're keeping your head up a lot higher. And rest. How we doing? 2 down, 2 to go. Let's knock it out. Okay, so I'm on the ground. I have a weight or two, depending on how heavy they are. Legs are up in the air. Then I come up, legs down, arms behind, hands back up. This way. You can also keep those legs up in the air if you want. You don't have to drop them, but know that that's an option. You can also take the legs out completely and just reach up towards the sky. If you're doing a 50-50 version, we are at 1 minute now, so make any adjustments that you need to do. Thirty seconds. Seven, 4, 3, 2, and
Activity
1.
completed.
Move that weight out of the way. Move your mat out of the way. Take a quick break. 2 more sets to go. We have a fast V-step and a squat with a kickback. So, you're going to be in a squat and you're going to walk forward, forward, back, back. If you have a band, you want to put that around your legs, cool. If you want to hold on with weights, cool. But the idea is to stay in that squat and walk forward, forward, back, back, making a V and alternating which leg goes in front. And then we're going to squat, kick back, come up, squat, kick back, come up. Are we ready? On your mark. Get set. We can go kind of fast here, especially if you're not using a band or a weight. This is our cardio, get our heart rate up a bit. Take 9 more seconds, actually. Let's go. And rest. more time through. And let's go. Seconds. 3, 2, 1. Weights for your squats and your kickbacks. Remember, squat, come up. Squat, kick back, down, up. Squat, kick back, down, up. If you need to take a little bit of a break, do one arm, do the other arm. Or you can squat, come up, kick back in. Squat, up, kick back in. Big thing. Make sure you're not doing that. We want the back of our arms to be the thing that's making those weights go, not our upper body. We only have one more segment after this. And we are done. Halfway through here. If you're swinging, stop, take a second, regroup, change weights, start again. 30 seconds left. Ten seconds. 2, 1,
Activity completed.
and rest. One more group. Now we have, in my opinion, a challenging one to finish off. We have oblique twist jumps, which are literally like you're doing the twist. You can squat and just rotate. If you're like, no jumps for me, Jen. And then, our last one is a balancing around the world. So it's 2 minutes. So we're going to do 1 minute balancing on the right leg. Actually, no. We're going to do 30 seconds balancing on the right leg. 30, 30, 30. So what around the world is you have your weights and you're doing little semicircles like that. So 30 each leg, twice times through. But first we have those lovely oblique twist jumps, which are always fun. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and twist. The idea is to get your feet equal distance to the right and equal distance to the left. Some people will here, and then they'll hop here, and then they'll hop here. That's an option. And rest. Good. Twist and twist and twist and twist. All the live long day. I'm not sure how well my hip's going to tolerate this, so we'll see. I might go to the modified, which is here. And rest. 2 down, 2 to go. And hopefully, since you're jumping or stepping equal distance to each direction, you won't get dizzy. But if you do, you can pause, you can take a break, you can march in place. One more through. This is our last 30 seconds of cardio for today's workout. And guess what? We're halfway through. Woo. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Around the world. Remember, we're balancing. So, if you don't want to have that knee up in the air, I get it. You just have your toe resting. And I think I'm going to have to change weights here. Going up and back. Your body should be tired here. We just spent a long time, 40 minutes, working your body. It's supposed to burn you out. Switch the legs. You should never think of being tired at the end of the workout as a failure. I think of it as a great success. You're challenging your body, and your body's accepting the challenge. Switching out. One more time. Make sure you're not swinging. If you are swinging, drop that foot. Take a second. Maybe you at least leave that foot on the ground. Switch it out. Last 30 seconds of the workout. Just think of the glorious shower or meal or whatever you have coming next that you totally worked for.
Activity completed.
And down. Whew. Now, if you're taking lunch after this, it doesn't mean you have full right to eat whatever you want. Hopefully, you've already done some workout, some prep planning, so you know exactly what you're eating for lunch, or dinner, or breakfast, and you're never relying on you being super crazy hungry to dictate what you're eating. Take a minute or two, walk around, and then come on back, and we will finish it off with a nice stretch. All right, we're just swinging those arms around. And then tricep stretch on side A. And then side B. Meal planning does not mean you need to eat chicken and broccoli all the time. Meal planning means planning the trips to the grocery store responsibly, arms back, and picking things that are appropriate for your particular diet. And diet is not a bad work. I mean, are you plant-based? Do you eat red meat? Do you eat white meat? Do you have meatless Mondays? Are you trying to get more vegetables into your diet? Are you trying to go low salt? There's no like, chop out this food group. It's just what you feel is the best that makes you feel the best. So I'm telling you, eating potato chips and fried chicken is not going to make you feel your best. And switch. Now that doesn't mean that sometimes you can't have them. It's just not every Wednesday after Jen's Hiit I'm going to have fried chicken. That's not going to work. And bring your legs nice and wide and lean in. My lunches are always leftovers from earlier in the week for dinner, so it makes it really easy. Just reheating things that I know made me feel good when I ate them originally. And such. Come back to the center, cross one leg over, sit back. And pull the leg back. Cross it over, roll it down. Come on up, other side, cross it over, sit back. Come on over, stand up, bring that leg behind you. Cross it over, roll it down. Come on up, one leg in front, one leg behind, lean on in, move around those wrists, those hands. Give yourself a big hug. And switch the legs. And switch arms, which one's on top? That's it. Thanks for coming. For me, that class flew by super fast. Hopefully it did with you as well. And I'll see you later.